Technics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, 45.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Throw. Let's go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On second and 10. Bridgewater, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, Big stop, let's go. Check.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball to the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
45. Mike, 45. Get in the weight room.
Now Jackson on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Michelle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
We're scoreless after 1. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 20-yard line.
Mike, 54. Watch the screen.
Play action. It's Jackson. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1st catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in as his guys are on the board 1st here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bang, 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 bang.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Right there. Damn, baby.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
53's the mic. 53.
Bridgewater on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw is Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
It got his man complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
45. Mike, 45. I'm coming.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Dallas Goddard. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. from the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Packers get a score closer.
Here we go. Go. Time go. 56. 56 right there.
Bridgewater again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the flag. Watch the echo. Watch the flag.
Jackson now. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a third down.
I'm going to come back to you.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Jackson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 19 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. It's a foot race. 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing on second down. Jackson being chased out left. He's got the first down inside the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now, what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On second and goal, Jackson has got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
38, Packers 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. To throw is Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Bridgewater. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 42-yard line.
55! Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Don't get nervous.
55.
Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Go. Smoke, smoke. Check. 50 to go.
1st down, Bridgewater. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's What's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And it's Michel once again. Oh, he shifts past him. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. It's as they'll start the new campaign 1-0, and they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.